Agit Kabayel Bullies Zhilei Zhang to a 6-round knockout, and then he called out Oleksandr Usyk, and we got to talk about that right now. This is serious grind boxing, where we're dedicated to the grind and dedicated to you. That's why we do what we do. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you like boxing content. So I just saw Agit Kabayel destroy Zhilei Zhang, and man, Zhilei Zhang quit. Yes, you heard that right. So let me just talk about it right now. Okay, so now Agit Kabayel, he just pushed himself to the front of the line for the world heavyweight title shot, because he just dismantled, I'm gonna say destroyed, Zhilei Zhang in 6 rounds on a Saturday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Now, if you don't know, if you didn't see it, let me let you know. Agit Kabayel got knocked down in the 5th round, but rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, he was controlling the fight. And when I tell you Zhilei Zhang looked like he was having stamina issues, he looked like he was having midsection issues for the whole fight, except when Zhang knocked Kabayel down, it looked as if Kabayel was just en route to a complete dominant performance. He was a heavyweight now, throwing combinations on Zhang, Big Bang Zhang. I was like, oh my God. Now, both of these fighters, they entered the ring with, I'm gonna say, experience of fighting in Saudi Arabia. And they both have impressive performances in the past. And Zhang, his resume was looking really, really great, because he had just had a victory over Joe Joyce. You know, he just had a brutal knockout of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Oh man, I was like, when? So basically, Zhang was on a tear. You got what I'm saying? And look, everyone expected this to be easy work for Zhang, including myself. I said, look, man, I done seen Zhang do what he's supposed to do to some guys who really know how to punch. I saw Kabayel fight a little bit, but I haven't really been tracking him. You know, I'm just a casual boxing fan. So then, man, these guys, you know, the fight started. And man, preparation. Now, Kabayel, I want to say, man, what's Kabayel's record? You know what? Let's do something. Let's check the files. You know, so let's look at these files right here. Okay, so right now, Agit Kabayel, 26 wins, no losses. Zhilei Zhang is 27 wins and 3 losses. Okay, so that's the files right there, you know. So when this fight began, you know, like I said, I thought that Zhang was going to do what he was supposed to do. I thought he was going to get Kabayel out of there with a big bang. And Kabayel, he's 32 years old, right? Zhang, he's nearly 42 years old. You know what I'm saying? And he weighs like 287 pounds. I was like, what in the world is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Big Bang Zhang, I still like Big Bang Zhang though. I really like Zhang, you know. But anyway, he started the fight very aggressive. Zhang was using his jab. He hit Kabayel with a powerful left hand. It's basically like he started in the center of the ring. He was really trying to establish his dominance. And I was like, I see what you're doing, Big Bang. I see what you're doing. You know what? I'm getting ready to win my parlay. I think you're getting ready to win. Yes, you are. You know, that's what I was thinking. But look, Kabayel was moving for heavyweight. He was moving around more than I ever thought that a heavyweight would be moving, right? He was attacking Zhang midsection. he was throwing some well-placed punches. He threw so many punches that Zhang's midsection started to redden. Yes, you heard that right. You know what I'm saying? Look, by the end of the second round, Zhang looked like a red man in the belly. You got what I'm saying? And when I tell you, round 1, 2, 3, 4, now he did get knocked out. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but look, Agit Kabayel, he had a really relentless pressure. And that pressure, in my opinion, is what broke Zhang. I say that because by the third round, Kabayel just started taking over. You know, shout out to DJ Khaled. He was really taking over. He was landing crisp body shots, and he was forcing Zhilei Zhang to exhale deeply under that pressure. And Kabayel, he had just an outstanding work rate, and that work rate was increasing. So by the time we got to round 4, man, Zhang, he resorted to pushing the head of Kabayel, you know, and he was getting some warnings by the referee. I think the guy name was Mark. I think it's like Mark Lyson. I don't know. I forgot what the guy's name was. You know, so many different referees. It's hard to remember all of their names, but I try to do that research. So when I'm talking about it, you know, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just a casual boxing fan, but I had to do some research on who, what, when, where, and why. But anyway, despite looking fatigued, Zhang, he knocked Kabayel down. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. He was turning the tide in the 5th round. You know, I think he threw a left hand and it connected with Agit Kabayel, and it sent him rolling, tumbling back to the canvas. And I thought he was going, I didn't think he was going to get up. But the German got up and he regained his footing, and he weathered the Zhang storm. You understand what I'm saying? And he started bouncing back with an offensive attack. And man, 1 minute into the 6th round, Kabayel had some relentless body blows. His body attack, hey, they were top tier. Do you understand what I'm saying? He landed 2 sharp left hooks to Zhang's belly, and you could see the energy being zapped out of Zhilei Zhang, you know? So then he hit him with, I'm going to say, a punishing right hook, you know, and then he followed that with another left. Hit him with a liver shot. And I was like, oh my goodness, are we seeing Zhang crumble and fall to the canvas? Yes, we are. I could not believe it. I was jumping up and down, not just because I had lost some money, but because I had never seen Zhang in pain. Do you understand what I'm saying? The house of pain for Zhilei Zhang. So anyway, Zhilei Zhang was unable to beat the count. And I think it's it got stopped at like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 28 seconds in the round. And man, everyone was like, everyone was laughing at me. And I'm telling Zhang, I'm yelling at this big screen, Zhang, get up, Zhang, forget the pain, Zhang. But he did not listen to me, and the referee counted him out. Oh man, he hurt my heart, because I believe in so many on social media. And if you don't know, we are Serious Grind Boxing on Facebook. So join the group and let's talk about some boxing. But everybody on social media, they were saying that Zhang quit. And it looked as if he quit, because he just was wincing. It was like, oh, just wincing, looking up in the air like he was in so much pain. No, man, get up. I got to win my bet. I bet on you, man. I lost a lot of money. Okay, anyway, I need to stop betting, you know, but I don't got a gambling problem. But, you know, people who have a problem, they don't even say that they have a problem. So don't trust me. You got what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, man, Zhang did an excellent job. I was really proud of Zhilei Zhang, but I was also proud and more proud of Kabayel, because he was doing what you are supposed to do. Now, some people think that this is a clear path to a title shot. And I have to say that I'm in kind of agreement with that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, I was like, what in the world? So now Kabayel has placed himself in a position where, hey, he called out Oleksandr Usyk. I'm telling you, it was like, oh, what's really gonna happen? I do not know. I do not know what is on the horizon and on the forefront from Agit Kabayel. But what I do know is that with this win, Agit Kabayel has placed himself in a primary position for a potential showdown with the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk, who was there in attendance, who got called out by Agit Kabayel. Now, the WBC, they sanctioned this fight for an interim title just 2 months after Usyk had got a victory over Tyson Fury. So right now, the heavyweight landscape is looking very different, and it's looking, I would not have predicted it because I thought Zhilei Zhang was gonna beat Agit Kabayel. You got what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Now with the interim titles and the regular titles and this type of titles and the super champion, this stuff starts to get confusing for me. Sometimes I have to go and do some research. You know what I'm telling you, man, the heavyweight division right now is full of chaos, and Agit Kabayel has positioned himself to say, hey, I deserve to be a contender. Give me the shot at the king who got the crown right now, and that's Oleksandr Usyk. So whether a championship opportunity pops up next, look, Agit Kabayel had a dominant performance in Riyadh, and hey, he has left no doubt in the mind of everyone in the heavyweight division that he is definitely a problem, and he can handle the pressure on this big stage. What do you think? Let me ask you a question. What do you think, or who do you think is next for Agit Kabayel? And my man Zhilei Zhang, what do you think about him? What do you think he's gonna do? He's 42 years old. Do you think he's gonna retire, or do you think he's gonna fight somebody else? I would love to know your thoughts. This is Serious Grind Boxing. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm getting ready to get out of here because we on the grind.